Hi guys, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is team meetings. This one, I will not budge on my opinion about team meetings and one-on-one meetings for that matter. Now, when I start working with a salon, a lot of the times they tell me they just do not have time for team meetings and everybody works on different days and blah, 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 blah. And all I'm thinking is, above and below the line. Excuses, denial and blame. That's all I can hear. And I understand that it's a new way of thinking. And guess what? I was exactly the same when I started. Exactly the same. You can ask my first mentor, Bruce. And I thought, how can I have time to do this? And I'm thinking, well, I'm the one making all the money. Absolutely. That's the problem. But you know what? If you don't train your team to be as good as you, if not better, you're always going to be the one making the money. So I talk about time, team, and money. And it's said in that order for a reason. You have to make the time to work with the team so that they create the money. That's the order. Okay? And team meetings is a really simple way to get a message across. Now, if I had to tell, say if I had 6 on team and I had to tell 6 people something, that would take a lot longer. And the chances of me missing someone would be pretty great. But if I had a team meeting where everybody was in the room and I got to tell them all the same thing once, isn't that a better use of time? Really? So even if the best you can do is have a team meeting once a month, I'm happy. But you need them. You really do. In my salon, I would have a team meeting every Friday once I got my shit together. Every Friday we'd have a team meeting, and I think it started at, the clients would normally come in at 9:30. So I think we came in, and I might be wrong, say 10 to 9 we had to have our bum on the seat and a coffee in our hand at 10 to 9. And then I think we pulled up pins at 9:15 and we started the clients at 9:30. So that meant we had 25 minutes. But you know what? If you're organised and you do it every week, and a lot of people do it on the busiest day because that's when the whole team's in at the end of the week. So if you did it on a Saturday morning, and even if it's early, I really think if you start at 8 a.m, start your clients at 8:30. It's that important. It will just gel them together. They will know what promotion's going on and what's not. It's just the best and most efficient way to speak to everyone on your team. So I really feel strongly about it. You can get away with it for a little bit in the beginning because I'm not going to push you when you've got your head spinning with, oh my God, what's going on here? But it really needs to be on your vision board. You need a team meeting at least once a fortnight, at least. I prefer once a week, a little bite-sized one. Now, the other thing that I will not negotiate on is a one-to-one meeting. Now, some people think, oh, what am I going to talk about? And I've met many team members who go, I don't want to, what am I going to do? It's weird. I don't want to sit in a coffee shop with her or with him. And I think this is your problem. This is the core reason why you're struggling with culture, because there isn't a care factor. You have to show them that you care. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Okay, I'm going to say that again. People, and I'm referring to team members here, team members do not care how much you know as a salon owner until they understand how much you care. It's that simple. It really is. So showing someone you care means you buy them a coffee. You sit with them and you talk to them, and it might be saying, hey, your retail last week was really good. Tell me, what happened? Or you might say, last week you didn't sell one retail sale. What's going on, girlfriend? Talk to me. And then just shut up. Okay? There's lots of ways that you can start this conversation. I've even got a little PDF that you can download that gives you a little guideline as suggestions. And you can even, when you go to, in my book, the Teams book, there's a Zing, I don't know, anyway, /resources. And we'll put it on the bottom of this so it'll be fine. And then you go there and there's some little help sheets about having a meeting. And so it says, okay, let's recap on last visit. What are we working on today? And the 3 things that we're going to do going forward. So the 3 things might be an example of, okay, so you are going to get to work on time. that you're going to work on finding one model this week to do training on balayage, whatever comes out in that meeting. It's not a chin wag. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a pure talk to me because I'm concerned about you. And sometimes it's just figures and facts. That's it. But you must have it. In fact, done properly, and with all the salons that I mentor, every team member I know looks forward to their one-to-one. I can remember this day, this girl in Richmond, and she was in tears in a group meeting because she felt like someone was picking on her. I can't remember anyway. And I said, how come we haven't spoken about this? And she burst into tears and she said, I haven't had a one-on-one for 2 weeks. I've not been heard. And I thought, that's absolutely right. You're entitled to one-on-one meeting. You're entitled to have your say. And when you don't give your team members a say, guess what? They show up unexpectedly one day and say, I don't think this is the right place for me, and they hand in their resignation. When you have a team meeting every week, that never happens. Well, it does, but you know it's coming, you see it's coming, you've had a discussion about it, and you both agree to leave on separate terms. It's really different. People will communicate with you if you make an opportunity for them to communicate with you. It's that simple. It's that simple that we miss it. It really is. You must have meetings. Now, for the one that says, oh, how can I do this because my day off and then whatever, you know what? There's Zoom. And anybody who's worked with a Zing coach uses Zoom. So it's a fancy version of Skype. And the reason it works well is because you can buy a membership, and I use it. But when you're only using it for one person for a very short amount of time, you don't need to buy a membership. But what you can do is you can have a room full of 3 or 4 people, and guess what? One's on a screen on Zoom. I remember doing a presentation, and I said, is there any more questions? And I'd forgotten that this girl had Zoomed in because she couldn't come, her child was sick. And up on top of the bookcase was an iPad, and she said, I've got a question. And we all went, where'd that come from? And we'd forgotten she was sitting up on the bookcase, not literally. The iPad was sitting up on the bookcase, and she was watching the presentation. Today, it's 2016 or 17 or 18, whenever you watch this, there is no excuse. There is technology out there that is so easy, even I can use it. So if I can use it, you can use it. So don't tell me how it can't, because I'm going to tell you how it can. Absolutely a game changer. And all the people that I come across that's read my book, and the one thing they implement is the meetings, and they say, that one strategy changed their business forever. So it's pretty cool. So get onto it. If you're really, really struggling, then reach out and we'll help you with it. But just get over yourself and make time to do both one-to-one meetings and team meetings. And then you can email and thank me. Tell me how good it's working, because it works. I hope that was helpful.